Hello and welcome to part 1 in our quick run through of Focus Pro. The purpose is to briefly show some of the key functions without going into too much detail. Please contact us if you wish to arrange a more in-depth demonstration. Firstly, we notice how Focus Pro has a familiar and intuitive Outlook style front end. Employees are allocated into groups. These could be departments, locations, job roles, weekly pay, monthly pay, salaried staff, or any other method of separating staff for reporting later. Each employee can be assigned up to 5 groups. So here, Eva Gillespie, for example, belongs to the first aid group and also the canteen group. If we look at an employee's timesheet, we can see the main objective in Focus Pro. Here we have the clocking in and clocking out transactions which have been collected from the terminals. Here we see the total amounts of time calculated in the different rates of pay columns. These total times are calculated by the particular shift or daily rule which has been applied to this working day, as well as the clocking in and out times, of course. We don't have time here to look in great depth at the daily rules, but let's have a quick look at some of the parameters that they include. The first thing to understand with the daily rule is that they are individual shift days. At this stage they are not allocated to a specific day of the week, or to a group, or to an employee. We actually must create enough daily rules to cater for all the variations of shifts within our organisation. So quickly going through the parameters, we have items such as start time and end time, bands of time to determine how time worked is calculated into different rates of pay. So time worked at the beginning of the shift and after the shift ends can be allocated into overtime rates if we wish. Moving on, we can also calculate overtime based upon the number of hours worked in a day. We can apply rounding rules, such as 15-minute rounding on the way in with, say, a 3-minute grace period. Breaks can be set to be paid or unpaid, and can be automatically deducted if required. We can set particular values that are flagged up to the user, and these will be noted in exceptions. So for example, we can note whether or not the number of target hours that should be worked at basic has been met. We can flag up if somebody has worked some unauthorized overtime, which we could subsequently go in to authorize. Specific bespoke rule requirements can be met by writing some VB script that is applied after all of the standard elements of the rule have been calculated. A script is often used to handle specific bonus or overtime rules that a company may have. This is considered quite advanced, and Egress systems will be happy to assist where needed. So this concludes part 1 of our run through. Please look at part 2 and we'll see how the daily rules are applied. Thank you.